Welcome to Guns, Gear, and Guns with Gary Gunnarsson. I am Gary Gunnarsson. Over the last year or so, I bought both a CZ-50 and a CZ-70. And I've seen others ask, and I was kind of wondering myself, what exactly is the difference between the two? And as you'll see, there's not a lot. There's more difference between an early and late war Type 99 or K98 than there are differences between the CZ-50 and CZ-70. But first off, the most obvious difference is the hammers. You see the CZ-50 hammer here has no hole in it, and it's kind of got a flat back, kind of a little odd oblong shape. And while the CZ-70 hammer is rounded and has more knurling around it, with obviously the hole. And just FYI, the differences in the grip is just because this one's actually broken off, which was fairly common because that is kind of a weak point. Apart from that, externally, the takedown button on the CZ-50 is rounded with vertical striations there, while the CZ-70's is flat and more of a knurled checkering. The top straps are also different. The CZ-70 having more of knurled, while the CZ-50's is flat. And front sight-wise, the CZ-70's is a little bit thicker than the CZ-50. Also looking at these grip panels, the CZ-50 has a CZ logo molded into it, while this one just does not. Though this might actually be an aftermarket one. I do have to note that a lot of the CZ-50s that are coming into the country now do have the CZ-70 style hammer with the hole drilled through it and the same shape. A lot of people theorize that maybe these CZ-50s were re-arsenaled, or maybe they were some of the last CZ-50s made before transitioning to the CZ-70, and they already had these newer parts available. But I haven't seen any documentation either way, so that is all just conjecture. There are CZ-50s and 70s currently coming in the surplus market here and there. You can usually find them pretty cheaply, $200, $250, somewhere in that area, depending on condition. The operation is exactly the same, and the magazines are also the same. In fact, the aftermarket ones listed by Triple K are shown as CZ-50/70 magazines. Likewise, the disassembly is the same for both. You hold the disassembly button, pull back the slide, up, and it comes right off. So let's take a look at these internally to see if there are any differences. As you can see, the internals of the slide are pretty much the same. And if it wasn't for the markings and the differences on the top strap and that front sight blade, you really couldn't keep them apart. Likewise, the functionality is also the same. Same safety, same trigger mechanisms, same barrels. Like I said, there's really not much difference, and honestly, I'm kind of surprised they're listed as different firearms because, I mean, they're pretty much the same. The only real advantage is for me being a CNR license holder, I can get the CZ-50 shipped straight to my door, and the CZ-70s are not all to that point yet. I've shot both of these, and they feel the same, both 32 ACP. Now, this is obviously just a sample size of one CZ-50 and one CZ-70 that I am comparing here. There could be other variations and differences within both models that I am not aware of. If you actually have a CZ-50 or CZ-70 and have different features that separate the two, please add those to the comments because I am curious to see what else is out there. And if you are debating buying a CZ-50 or 70, unless you have a FFL03C and R license, it's really just your choice based on condition, because there's no discernible difference when shooting, handling, or anything. After all, they even take the same magazines. But that's all for today. Please let me know if you have any other comments below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks for watching.